In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to apply for a visitor visa to Australia, subclass 600. What exactly can you do with this visa? Number one, you can visit family or friends. Number two, you can visit as a tourist for a cruise or for purposes other than business or medical treatment. And also, it is important to note that you can stay up to 12 months with this visa. The cost is around from 145 Australian dollars. You can only come to visit, and you must also apply from outside Australia. And finally, you must not work. Let's quickly dive in. Let me show you guys how to fill out this visitor visa to Australia application. Let's quickly dive in. So first of all, you are going to go to this website here, immi.homeaffairs.gov.au. I'll leave this link in the description section of this video so that you can easily click on it, and then it takes you exactly to this immigration and citizenship website for Australia. Once you go to this website, you are just going to scroll up where it says Explore Visa Options. You click on that. It's going to take a while to open up. Once that opens up, you go to Visa and Tourism. You click on that as well. And then once that opens up, it's going to ask you, what's the main purpose of your visit? So you have a few options here. So for this one, we are going to choose visiting family or friends. If you are trying to go for a cruise, you can choose this option here. If you're going for a holiday, working holiday, anything. But for this example, we are going to use visiting family or friends. We choose that, scroll down and continue. What is your country? What is your country of passport? So for this demo, again, I'm gonna use Ghana. I'll use Nigeria. Continue. And then here you have it says here are 3 visas that match your criteria. So here you have tourist visa, apply outside of Australia, sponsored family stream, and also tourist stream apply in Australia. But for this one, we are going to be applying for the tourist stream, which is the visitor visa subclass 600. They are all subclass 600 for the application from outside Australia. The reason why I intend to show this one is to make it easy for someone who intends to apply from anywhere, Nigeria, Ghana, Canada, US, or any place at all. You can apply from outside Australia. And if you're within the country, you can apply in Australia, or you can apply through the sponsored family stream. But for this demo, we are going to be choosing the tourist stream apply outside Australia. You click on that. Once that opens up, the next thing we're going to do, it's going to take a while. Once that opens up, it gives you an overview. It tells you how long you can stay, up to 12 months, tells you what you can do with this visa. As you can see, it tells you can visit family or friends. And then it also tells you, just like the information I stated at the beginning of this video, intend to come to Australia to visit only, not work in Australia. You must be outside Australia when you apply and when we decide your visa. And then also it gives you the processing times here. You can also go more in details to read more about this visa, to know the eligibility criteria, the step-by-step process, and when you can have this visa. This is something you can do on your own free time, but what I intend to do in this video is to show you guys how to apply straight. So you go to this button here and you hit on apply. It's going to open in a new page. Once this opens up, here you are going to create, if you do not have an account yet, you are going to create an account here. It says create IMMI account. right? But if you already have an account, you are going to fill out your username and your password here. I am just going to go ahead and put my username and my password and start the application. So for someone who is new, click on this create account and follow the prompt. It's super easy to follow. And once you create your account, then you can come back to the login process and follow the process that I'll be showing on how to fill out this application. Let's quickly dive in. So as you can see here, it says that my login was successful. Here you are going to take the time to go through this information. I had to fill out some of this application just for teaching purpose. So I'll just go ahead and continue the application process. So once you take the time to read all this good information here, you are just going to click continue. So once that opens up, you are going to check I have read and agree to the terms and the conditions. You go to next. So for the second question, it's going to ask you, is the applicant currently outside Australia? Definitely, you're going to indicate yes. So for this application, I am using my current location as Canada, and then legal status, you can put permanent resident, or you can choose citizens, student, work visa, whatever works out for you. And then here you're going to give information like I am a permanent resident of Canada. And here it's going to ask you purpose of your stay. So select the stream the applicant is applying for. So here you have options for business, visitor stream, frequent traveler stream, sponsored family stream, but we are going to choose the tourist stream, which is tourism/visit family or friends. Like I said, list all reasons for visiting Australia. I just put in tourism. In the drop-down menu, you can choose family visit, whatever works for you. So I'm going to stick with tourism. Again, like I said, you can choose family visit, pretty much the same. And then in here, it says, give details of any significant dates on which the applicant needs to be in Australia. So if there is a specific time that you intend to be in Australia, here you can put that information. You can just say, this is June, you can just say August 25th or September, depending, right, when you intend to be in Australia. But I'm going to leave this space as blank since I don't have any information to put in there. So it's going to ask you, is this application being lodged as part of a group application? I said no. Pretty much if you followed my Canada visitor visa applications, it's more like if you choose a group application, that means more than one person applying, right? So it could be 2 people or 3 people applying at the same time. So for this one, I'm going to choose no, leaving it as someone who is applying for themselves, just one individual, right? Is the applicant traveling as a representative of a foreign government or traveling on a United Nations? Okay, I'm going to leave this. I don't know how to pronounce that. So you're going to choose yes or no. Then it's going to ask you, did the applicant hold a previous visitor visa that was impacted by COVID-19 related travel restrictions? If it's a yes for you, choose that. If no, go to no. And then you hit on next. As you go along, you can easily save your work as you complete each one, right? You can just save so that anytime you log back in, you can easily find the application that you started. So here, for the applicant, so you're going to give your passport details. As you can see, I have the family name, the given name, the sex, date when the individual was born, which is you who is applying, your passport number, your country of passport, nationality of passport holder, the date it was issued, date of expiry, and then where it was issued. As you can see, I use Ottawa here as an example. That is if you are in Canada as a permanent resident, but you still have your Nigerian citizenship or your country's citizenship. So this is just a demo example. National identity card. Does the applicant have a national identity card? If it's a yes, you choose yes. If no, simply choose no. So is the applicant a Pacific Australia card holder? Obviously, it's going to be a no. Then here, you're going to provide details of when you were born, provide your relationship status. Here, you can use the drop-down menu to get the information you need. If you have, it says, is the applicant currently or have they ever been known by any name? If you say yes, you choose yes and then provide that name. If no, simply choose no. Is the applicant a citizen of the selected country or passport? You're going to say yes. Is the applicant a citizen of any other country? You're going to say no. If you have dual citizenship, you're going to choose yes. Previous travel to Australia, if you have, you're going to choose yes and provide more information. As you can see, once you choose yes, at some point it's going to request more information from you, right? Grant number, does the applicant have an Australian visa grant number? I'm going to choose no as a first-time applicant. Other passport or documents for travel, does the applicant have any other passport or documents for travel? If yes, you choose yes. If no, choose no. Other identity document, does the applicant have other identity documents? For this demo, I chose family name, given name, type of document, driver's license, the number, country of issue, and then has the applicant undertaken a health examination for an Australian visa in the last 12 months? If yes, choose yes. If no, simply choose no. This application honestly is super straightforward, so I'm going to try and be fast with it. Critical data confirmation. So confirm that the following information is correct and that it is in the correct field. So it's pretty much like them showing you the information you provided. As you can see here, you're just going to quickly review if it's the right information you provided. You can save and hit on next. Then once that opens, traveling companion. So are there any other persons traveling with the applicant to Australia? Since it's just one person, I'm going to say no. If it's yes, you click yes. As you can see here, you're going to be able to add more information of the person. Once you click on this button, you can provide the names of the family members you're traveling with. So, but I'm going to stick with no. So we hit on next. Country of residence. So for this demo, I'm using this application as a demo application for a passport holder with from Nigeria but residing in Canada, right? Then it's going to ask you department office. The applicant may be required to attend an Australian government office for an interview. Which is the closest office to the applicant's current location? I just chose Ottawa, Canada. That's what I have down there. Residential address. So here you're going to provide your information of where you currently live, your country, your address, the city or town, the province, and the postal code. Then provide your phone number, and also it's going to ask you, is the postal address the same as the residential address? If it's yes, choose yes. If no, choose no and provide a different address. Then you provide your email, then go to next. Once that opens up, it's going to say authorize recipient. Does the applicant authorize another person to receive written correspondence on their behalf? For this demo, I chose no. If yes, you're going to say yes, another person, yes, a legal practitioner, yes, a registered migration agent, depending on what you're doing. But I believe that anybody watching as in my YouTube channel, they are trying to apply for themselves. So I believe it's either you're applying for yourself or you're applying for a friend or your parents, right? So you're just going to choose no or say yes, another person. So provide again the email on how they're going to be able to reach out to you, and then go to next. Non-accompanying members of the family. Does the applicant have any members of their family unit not traveling to Australia who are not Australian citizens or Australian permanent residents? So for this one, I am trying as much as I can to make this application as in short so that it doesn't take long. So just give me a second. Let me close this window that just opened. So here, you are just going to choose, if you choose yes, then you're going to provide names of the family members. But for this demo, I'm just going to stick to no. We go to next. Then entry to Australia. Proposed period of stay. Does the applicant intend to enter Australia on more than one occasion? If yes, choose yes. If no, no. I just said no. How long does the applicant plan to stay in Australia? I said up to 6 months. Planned arrival date, I just put a number here, July 7th. Planned final departure date, which is 6th January 2023, which gives me approximately 6 months. Also remember at the beginning of this video, I said you can get up to 12 months, right? So study while in Australia. Will the applicant undertake a course of study in Australia? If yes, choose yes. But again, if you remember at the beginning of this video, they said if you are trying to get study, it would be a good idea to apply for a study permit instead, right? So relative, friends or contacts in Australia. Will the applicant visit any relative, friends or contacts while in Australia? Again, I chose tourism because I'm applying as a tourist who is coming to Canada. But if you are applying for this particular visa, remember it's also for family and friends. So you are just going to choose yes and provide the name of the individual that you intend to go see in Australia, like a friend or family members. But if you're applying as a tourist, then you're just going to leave it as no. But also most tourist people, they might also have family members. So it's also wise to add the details of the family member or friend you intend to see in Australia. That would help with your application. Then we click on next. Visa applicant's current overseas employment. So here it's going to ask for your current employment details. So you're going to provide what you do. For this demo, I just put employed. Occupation grouping, you click on here, you're going to choose where you fall under. So this should be, I'm trying to put pharmacist here. Pharmacist, right? Did I get the spelling correct? Pharmacist. So organization, Avatar Health, Home Health, start date, you put all these good information, the organization address, the province or city, the postal code and the business number, save again, and you go to next. Then here, financial support. So here you're going to give details of how the applicant's stay in Australia will be funded. So here I just said self-funded. If you are going to be supported by current overseas employer or other organization or by other person, let's say you're coming to see a family, you're going to choose either self-funded or supported by other person and put the amount that would help as in to last as in for that period, right? So if you choose supported by other person, then you're going to choose here is, are they offering you financial, accommodation or all cost? But for this demo, I'm going to stick to self-funded. Once you do that, we go to next, and then we've actually done like the basics of the application. Now here is all going to be health declarations. It's going to ask you in the last 5 years, has any applicant visited, lived or lived outside the country of passport for more than 3 consecutive months? So you're going to take the time and answer these good questions, all these questions. Does the applicant intend to enter a hospital or healthcare facility while in Australia? It's going to be a yes or no for you. Does the applicant intend to work or study to be a doctor? Take the time to read all of this information and answer them. And once you do that, you're going to save. This is all self-explanatory. Save, and you hit on next. And again, for character declaration, you're going to do the same thing, just like we in the Canada visitor or visa videos that I have. It's all going to ask you, have you been convicted for domestic violence or family violence? All these questions. Take the time to read these. I believe it's going to be a no. Maybe for most people there could be a few yeses there. Take the time to read that. When you finish, save, and then go to the next. Then visa history. Has the applicant held or does the applicant currently hold a visa to Australia or any other country? If yes, choose yes. If not, say no. Has the applicant ever been in Australia or any other country and not complied with visa conditions or departed outside their authorized period of stay? Again, you're going to choose yes or no. And finally, has the applicant ever had a visa for Australia or any other country refused or cancelled? Again, depending on what you, the individual, it's going to be a yes or no. Again, save and click on next. Then warning is going to tell you declarations. Just take the time again to read all this information. As you can see, I chose yes. It's just going to read, and it's like kind of as in consent. You understand the visa does not permit you to work in Australia and all those good questions. Once you read and finish, as in choosing if it's a yes or no for you, you save and then go to next. And then here you have the opportunity to review everything you filled out. So it says click here to edit the application content. So you are going to take the time to review your application, current location, your legal status, reason why you're visiting, tourism or visiting family or friends. Once you, like each one, it's step by step. You see the purpose of stay, group processing, applicant information. Once you have reviewed all your information and everything is intact, you go all the way down. Again, save and hit on next. And then here we are going to attach the needed documents. So for this demo, I already uploaded all the needed documents. So here they required a photograph. I've attached that one. Travel document, I added that one. Evidence of the applicant's previous travel, that is if you have any, I put in that one as well. Family register and composition form if applicable, I didn't add anything there. Evidence of planned tourism activities in Australia, so if you're going as a tourist, then you're going to provide some of the site as in the places you want to visit. To do that, you can easily get a few names and pictures online, depending on the areas you want to visit. Evidence of the financial status and funding, you get the bank statement from your country. Again, you have this arrow that opens up in a new page, and then it kind of as in explains to you what exactly they are looking for. Evidence of the financial status and funding, so it gives you all you're looking for. You can do the same for each and every one of them. By clicking on this question mark, it gives you all you are looking for, and it gives you like a breakdown on the information to provide. Visa for country of residence and right to return. That is you showing that you currently have a legal as in stay in your country, like your permanent residence as in status, or your passport, depending on where you're applying from. Evidence of current employment or self-employment, I already added that. Polio vaccination certificate, I already added that. Exceptional reasons for extended stay in Australia as a visitor if you want to stay beyond 12 months. These ones are like optional, but it also says recommended. Maybe that would help boost your application. So once you've done all of this and you've added all this good information, you're going to do what? Go to next. So once we go to next, now it says submit application. So this application is now ready to submit. You can submit it now or return to your account and submit it at a later date. Your application will not be processed until after it is submitted. So as you can see here, I am going to hit this submit button. Once you click on that, then we're going to do what? As usual, make payment. As you can see, it says total application charges is 145 Australian dollars. Then you can choose if you're making a payment with your debit, PayPal, Union Pay, BPay, Australian bank accounts only. So I'm believing it's going to be PayPal or debit. And once you do that, you are going to fill out all those information. If you're using your debit or credit card or your PayPal, it's going to redirect you to your PayPal account, and you put that information. And once you do that, you are going to hit the submit button. That is how to apply for a visitor visa to Australia Subclass 600 for tourism or visiting family and friends, or for other purposes, like I said at the beginning of this video, that is not for business or medical treatment. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.